I am very, very, very grateful for the warm welcome you have given me. And I'm extremely happy to be back home. I extend my gratitude to all Kenyans who have stood with me, who have stood with the Bill of Rights in the Constitution,
Yes.
who have stood with the cause of justice, who have stood with the dictates of democracy, who have stood with the principles of the rule of law. I would like to extend my gratitude to the judiciary that stood firm on the side of the rule of law. I must extend my gratitude to Kenyans that voted overwhelmingly for the Kenya Kwanza government, because that is central for me. Without this administration, I would not be back home. So I am thanking His Excellency the President, the Deputy President and his administration, and everybody else who has worked tirelessly to make sure that my rights are protected and the rights of every other Kenyan. What has happened to me should never have happened to anyone else. A Kenyan-born citizen cannot be discarded, removed forcefully from the country, and banished in a foreign land. All right? There are more that I will say in the coming days and hopefully in the coming weeks and months. But for now, I just want to say how grateful I am. The media fraternity, you are here in large numbers. I thank you for being here. I don't take it for granted. And let's hope that we engage in the coming days. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Viva!
Promised, we have our eye on the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and I am reliably informed by our reporter on ground there, Sydney Chazima, that Miguna has touched down. He did promise that he would be landing this morning at 6 a.m., arriving at Terminal 1 after having boarded a Kenya Airways flight. It has been over 1,700, actually exactly 1,716 days since he last was deported, and that was on March the 29th of 2018, having first been deported out of the country in, I believe it was February the 7th of 2018. You can imagine there's a lot of jostling, and that's why we're trying to get a clearer picture coming out of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. But there you have it, Miguna, almost 5 years out of the country. He has set foot on Kenyan soil, the man having been born in Kenya but having been deported in 2018 as a consequence of presiding over the swearing-in of Raila Odinga at the end of the month of January as quote-unquote the people's president. Thereafter, his home was stormed by security agencies. We saw him arrested and later arraigned at the Kajiado law courts, and he refused to take plea there, insisting that he would appear before High Court Judge Luka Kimaru. Later on, he was released on bail before being deported. Let's listen to it and get a sense of what the mood is at the JKIA.